Welcome to 5 and 5, the video series where Complete Discovery Source partners with Relativity to tackle 5 important e-discovery questions in just 5 minutes. I'm Mike Milicevic, Vice President of e-discovery Product and Solutions at CDS, and I'm joined by Jim Witte, Director of Product Management at Relativity. Today we'll be diving into the world of aiR for case strategy, what it means, why it matters, and how Relativity's aiR for case strategy makes advanced AI accessible and effective for legal teams. So let's get into it. Jim, first question, what exactly is aiR for case strategy?
Thanks, Mike. aiR for case strategy is built to help legal teams get to the heart of their case. It automatically pulls key facts from your documents, summarizes those documents, and organizes everything in a way that supports your narrative, whether you're preparing for a deposition, a trial, or even an internal investigation. It bridges the gap between document review and building your argument, all within RelativityOne. You're working in a safe, secure, collaborative environment where facts, key players, and case insights are surfaced at scale and tailored to your needs.
This sounds great. So now users can continue to leverage the power of Relativity aiR even beyond the review phase of their matter. Let's talk more about how it works, though. What does aiR for case strategy actually do with your documents after the review phase of your matter?
So once you've identified your key or your hot documents, that's where aiR for case strategy gets to work. It summarizes those key documents, it extracts facts, and for each fact, it assigns a primary date of the event, a fact score, a reference back to the source document. So we cite text directly from the four corners of the document so you know what was part of the analysis to bubble up that fact, and a harmful or helpful designation based on your matter. So we'll find facts that are helpful to your cause, as well as facts that may be harmful to your cause. And from there, you can start building out things like witness kits and timelines, all without lifting a finger to manually copy, paste, or organize facts.
So the scoring and citations in case strategy seems like a pretty natural progression from using aiR for review. But you know, they say sometimes the hardest part is in getting started. So what's the first step, or maybe the first couple of steps in using aiR for case strategy?
Sure, we've tried to make it as intuitive as possible. So you start with your hot documents that come from a safe search that you've already flagged as important. Then you come into our new case home interface. And this is where aiR for case strategy will ask you a simple but powerful question. What are you trying to prove? Based on your input, the prompt kicks off an analysis and will identify your key players, issues, events, and aiR will begin framing the narrative with the facts of the matter that matter most to your case.
Fair enough. So what can users expect to accomplish with aiR for case strategy? Or in other words, what's the end result?
Yeah, this is where it gets really exciting. So instead of manually building out a chronology or extracting facts from documents, you can quickly visualize the timeline of events. You can identify those key players and their roles. You can spot potentially harmful facts early in the matter. And you can ultimately accelerate your deposition or trial prep with some pre-built memos that we build. So things like witness summaries and deposition outlines. And the result, the team spends less time creating and manipulating data and more time doing high-value work like strategy, analysis, and case building.
Definitely a huge time saver there. And that brings us to our final question. And of course, we couldn't let you off the hook that easily. Can you give us a sneak peek into what's coming next? What's on the roadmap for 2025?
Yeah, we've got some exciting features that are coming up. So we're going to be releasing a prompt reuse capability where you can draft prompts, you can reuse prompts over and over again for the same matter. And this will make it more efficient to drive those insights without having to craft the prompt each time you want to extract facts from your data. We're also really excited to introduce Q&A workflows for deeper document interrogation. So leveraging natural language search within the case home to really be able to understand those key documents better. And we're also building a transcript summarization capability. And this will allow you to analyze deposition transcripts using the same fact extraction and summarization power that we talked about earlier. We really think all these additions are going to make case strategy even more central to how legal teams prepare and collaborate in a given matter.
That's incredible. aiR for case strategy is transforming the way legal teams approach litigation, from sorting facts to preparing for trial. Wanted to say thanks again, Jim, for taking the time with us. Thank you for everyone watching this episode of 5 and 5. Please stay tuned for more insights from CDS and Relativity as we keep exploring the intersection of AI and e-discovery. See you guys next time.